If you're playing Elden Ring, you definitely don't want to miss out on these weapons, especially if you're playing co-op, because they're quite funny and they have different unique things that really adds a bit of spice and flavour to your gameplay. We'll start off with the Envoy's horn, and you may have seen mobs using this depending on how far into the game you are. But this is basically your own portable bubble machine. You can annoy your friends in co-op with the noise it makes, or just spam it against foes from a distance because it has surprisingly good range. It requires 10 strength, 12 dex, and 16 faith, and it's a rare drop chance from the Oracle Envoys in either Lindell, the royal capital, near the East Capital Rampart Grace Point, or from those same enemies that are in the Halag Tree near the Halag Tree Canopy Grace Point. If you really want to live the bubble dream, then you can actually farm the other variants of these enemies to get their horns as well, but do be warned, they're very rare. I'm yet to get them to drop for me, but keep an eye out on the channel because we may show them in the future. Next up is the Jar Cannon, because why not have a cannon if you're playing Elden Ring? It is literally that. It absolutely destroys things from afar. It's very, very slow. It's very, very powerful. I love this thing. It does require 34 strength though and 12 dex. It basically shoots ballista bolts, which if you don't know, you can buy an infinite amount of them from a merchant on a cliff above the ancient Snow Valley Ruins Grace Point, which you can get to by looping around the high ground of the Frozen Lake Grace Point in the mountaintops of the Giants. You can get this cannon by defeating the demi-human Queen Margot, who is a boss at the end of the volcano cave north of the 9th Mount Gilmore campsite Grace Point. If the Jar Cannon isn't your thing though, maybe the One-Eyed Shield will be. This thing is a shield, so you can also use it with your favourite weapon, except it also shoots massive fireballs at enemies. It does require 36 strength though, so probably best for those strength builds. You'll find this by defeating a mini NPC boss atop the Guardian's garrison in the mountaintops of the Giants area. Make your way through the little castle to the top, kill the guy, and you will have his shield for yourself. If you're tired of ranged weapons, maybe the Geyser Wheel is for you. This thing is an absolute beast and it's really cool visually as well. You essentially can rev it up like a mobile chainsaw and shred your enemies to pieces. This thing's particularly fun against multiple trash mobs or one big enemy if you have the strength to handle it, as it does require 28 strength and 18 dex. You'll gain this when you defeat the Phantom Inquisitor Geyser in the Volcano Manor just above the Grace Point up the steps, defeat him and it's yours. One of my all-time favourite weapons is next, the Ringed Finger. This thing is a walking meme. It's a severed finger of an ancestor of one of the Finger Creeper enemies, and it has a unique skill that lets it claw flick, which causes the finger to swell up big and then do a big flexing flick in order to deal damage to enemies. This is found in the Gelmore Hero's Grave, which is just northeast of the Primeval Sorcerer Azur's Grace Point. It's at the bottom of the dungeon. You need to go past the rolly, scary death machine, through the lava by rolling, into the room with the chest, and then you have it. Next up is Vase Bouquet. Maybe you're going for a vampire themed character build, or you switched to Arcane after the recent patch, so this one might be for you. It's an 8 strength, 16 dex, 24 arcane scaling weapon that also has a really cool unique skill called Blood Tax that will heal you for the damage it deals. This is found in the Mogwim Dynasty Mausoleum Grace Point, and right near that is an invader sign on the floor. By accepting this and beating White-Faced Ver, you'll then be able to talk to him afterwards and it will reward you with this weapon. If you found any interesting or funny weapons for yourself, make sure to put them in the comments down below. We're really interested to hear what you found. If you're looking for more Elden Ring's tips, guides and locations, builds and all that kind of stuff, click the video on screen now or subscribe down below to the channel, as we have lots more videos coming for you guys in the future and already uploaded.